Well, thanks to my new selfie stick, this show is going to be silent. In this scene, I'm introducing Sioux City, and I'm going to show you all the different sites. So I guess I'm going to try it with audio voiceover this time. So this was called Pierce Mansion. I think it was built in 1841. It shows the date there someplace. But so let's see how this works with the audio voiceover. Let me see here. Turn this down. So, as I bring you around city to city, I try to show you the nice sights. And let's see what happens here. This is just a different view of the same mansion. It's not one of the prettier mansions on the street of Jackson, but it definitely was one that was in the Google. I always like to Google the city I'm going to show off. And let's see what happens here. So yes, that's the nice little mansion. It looks like it's all brick. They last a long time. Seems to me like it's playing the scene over and over again. So let's go to the next scene. Okay, here we have another mansion, and it's right across the street from it. I think it's a much better mansion. If I had a choice between the two, I'd live in this one. I think it's gorgeous. And of course, as I drive down the road, I'm trying to show you more beautiful homes. The street's called Jackson, and I just think they're, all small towns have these beautiful mansions. Some more than most, but this is Sioux City, Iowa. And my first time in Iowa in 49 years. And I just wanted to bring you the sights. Unfortunately, this damn selfie stick doesn't record audio. Makes a lot of sense. It has a plug for it, and doesn't work. And more beautiful building. Now this is called the Castle on the Hill, and it was a high school, I guess, originally. Now it's an apartment building. And I thought it was, same circa. I always like to bring you the churches, because churches have great architecture. I love architecture. So this is a church. Obviously, this is what I called out with the old, in with the new, demolishing a pretty large building. And they're going to put up a newer building. Okay, I guess the audio is starting up again. I had to take that phone call. I apologize, but I like to photograph churches. They're always pretty sights. A lot of work went into them, and this town particularly has, like a lot of Midwestern or small towns, a lot of churches. So I like to, as I go around these cities, learn as much as I can about them, bring them to you, my audience. Again, here's another shot of that same site being wrecked. And boy, I've seen some big buildings come down. In Los Angeles, they were taking one 10 times the size of this. They had these excavators on the floors of them. It was pretty amazing to watch. I love construction. And here's another shot of the hotel. It's an apartment now. Castle on the Hill. And the reason I'm taking this shot is I saw some fire engines. And I said, I'm pressed. I might as well follow them. So I followed them. And lo and behold, they end up at the city, or the Castle on the Hill. And these are some of the residents that were evacuated. The fire alarm went off, and they were told to get out. And you see the firemen going into the building. And you can see right there, it was high school. It didn't have a name. It was called high school. Those are the old days. Now everything has to have a name on it, So it was, I don't think it was a fire. I didn't see any smoke. But, people smoke in their rooms, and sometimes that sets off the alarm. And here is another around the corner, and a couple more nice homes for you to take in Sioux City, Iowa. I apologize if I called it Nebraska earlier, but they're right next to each other and it gets confusing. That's the downtown area. And I saw that clock on the left. I said, that's a pretty cool clock. Let me go try to track that down. It's not easy when you have one-way streets. This was a building in 1865, I think it was built. Just called Auditorium or something like that, I think. I don't know. This is the auditorium. That's just an auditorium. And you can see they're remodeling the face of it. They built things nice back then, in the old days. And there is the federal building. There's the clock again. I'm trying to get to it. I got to get to that clock. What's with the clock? And if I finally find the clock, and lo and behold, it's City Hall, where my speech is going to be today. So that was kind of a coincidence. It's always nice when things work out that way. I know where City Hall is now. And this is the first time using the audio record device. That is the federal building. And outside of every federal building, you have at least one flag. I was trying to find out what Sioux City is famous for, and I only came up with, I think this is the courthouse. And it's got a nice saying there that I read out loud, but I can't read it right now. Yeah, it was nice to have all these audio recordings not work today. Last time I used that damn thing. Okay, where are we? City Hall. And I thought this was a nice little building to photograph. Looks like a library. So you got the old and the new, like all the cities around the world. They just keep building new things. Sometimes cities are required to keep with the motif. This I thought was interesting. It said come and go. K-U-M and go. Gas station and supermarket. Come and go. But they spelled it K-U-M. Come and go. Okay, whatever. Now, this is Camp High Hopes. I was hoping to get an interview. It was only a couple miles off the road, but I saw a sign on the highway. And, of course, it comes out that says it's all about smiles, you know. So I thought, I got to talk to these people. So I was hoping to get an interview, but everyone was in meetings. And, of course, the camp has been shut down because of COVID. But, you know, as the lady receptionist agreed, it's all about smiling. And this really would have been a great interview to talk to these people about smiling. But I only got to talk to a bear, and there's the bear. Didn't have much to say. So, you know, my timing is usually pretty impeccable in life. Last week, you know, pulling up in front of the Old Faithful at Yellowstone, within 3 minutes, 4 minutes, it went off. So that timing was perfect. And, of course, here's the swag for the camp. Everyone has swag. I have swag. I don't sell any of the swag yet, but, I mean, I have it. It's going to be for sale. The pins are real popular. My Be Fantastic pin, I've given out over 1,000 of them, and everybody loves my pin. So eventually that'll be for sale. Buy it for 50 cents, sell for $1, double your money. But more importantly, it's PR. It's, you know, branding. It's getting the word out about how being fantastic is very important. Speaking of which, I want you guys to subscribe, whether you ever watch a channel again. There's another church, I believe. Yeah, another church. Episcopal, I think. Or that might be one of the Spanish ones. It was much better when I was live talking audio, but we'll see how this audio recording goes. I actually kind of like it. It's kind of like, if I can remember where I was, I could talk a little bit more coherently on it. I do know that the red lights are very long here. And there's another shot of the castle on the hill. Now, in a big apartment building. It's a pretty cool building. Very old. And luckily it didn't burn down today. I must really like this building. I keep staying on it. And I don't know what this was, but it had a nice round dome, so I thought it was worth photographing. Maybe it's a planetarium? I don't know. And another church. And another home. Big homes. Of course, they had big families, I guess. So I hope you're enjoying this little tour of Sioux City, Iowa. And another big building. Apartment building, probably. A couple of them. Things last longer when they're built of brick and stone. Everyone's tearing down the forest to build things with wood today.
Well, in closing, I only asked one lady at the FedEx.
That's a big house.
What this town is famous for, and all she could come up with is that the kids are taking too much drugs,
and there I am,
and there's too many deaths.
Talking to the camera.
Bad peer pressure, gangs,
and probably
Sioux City. I'll do the best I can to help your kids with my speech tonight.
Oh, you know what I'm doing?
Other than that, have a fantastic day, everybody. Remember to subscribe, like, and share.
I have to delete that one. Sorry, guys.
Well,
what it is the speech I'm giving to the city council today.
Air conditioned.
Less than an hour. About an hour.
And it's got a beautiful view of.
And that's pretty good. I recorded it earlier.
If I can figure out what that is.
You can check it out.
So this isn't the view that you get when you go camping, but it's still
basically it's just encouraging people to teach their children to answer "How are you?" with "I'm fantastic," because it builds your confidence, your self-esteem, and also to tell people to have a fantastic day versus have a good day. Who the hell wants to have a good day when you can have a fantastic day? The word fantastic means unimaginably good and beautiful. And if you want to help support the movement, subscribe, like, share. And this tells people how crazy Dr. Fantastic is. And I might be crazy, but Steve Jobs said people who are crazy enough to think they can make a difference in the world are the ones that do. And I'm just crazy enough, and I'm spending a lot of money. It's my 136th day on the road, and I plan on keeping it up until people stop enjoying what I'm telling them. Every day I change lives, and it makes me very happy to report those changes to you.